crazy.
Joining us now on the Morongo Casino Resort Hotline, 50 Cent.
What's up, man?
What's going on? You almost got demoted to a quarter, keeping us waiting for 10 minutes. Having to tap dance waiting for you.
Yeah, we was experiencing some technical difficulties.
How could that be? You're like Tony Stark. You run the whole world. How could you have technical difficulties? You put on your Iron Man suit?
No, the assistant left her desk.
Oh, look at that. You got to get rid of her. Fitty, you got to get rid of her. So lots of stuff going on, including SMS promotions. By the way, what does SMS stand for? That's studio mastered. What does that stand for?
Originally, SMS audio is studio master sound.
Right.
In order to actually create a brand for boxing promotions, we put the system.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, like for SMS, it was system marketing and
something
specialties.
I think system marketing and something.
Yeah, no, I had to fix it because I had TMT originally.
Right, the money team.
And it was, the money team as a promotional company, and then we changed it, and without, it just changed the T's to S's.
Mm. Yeah, all right. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So SMS Promotions, you got your 50 Cent birthday bash at the Hartford Convention Center on July 5th. You got Alan Green against Alvarez. How do you pronounce Elader's name? He's the Colombian fighter, right?
Right. It was scheduled to be on the HBO show that just passed on the 8th in Canada. Mm-hmm. He's with Yvonne Michelle.
He's a good boxer, a real puncher.
Yes, it's definitely a quality show. What I did was I had made communications with Yvonne while I was actually out there because that card did more than 60 rounds on the actual show.
Yeah.
And he had to pull that off of the actual show, so I got him to move it to July 5th.
Fitty, we need to get you to get into the cell phone business so you can make a cell phone with the connection that works. If Fitty did it, it would actually work.
I go out there to Mexico and work with Carlos Slim,
Exactly.
Carlos Slim.
How dare Carlos Slim be a billionaire with a name like Carlos Slim on top of it? Nerve of this guy.
Yeah, it's major money, right? He's the richest man in the world.
Richest man in the world. His name is Carlos Slim.
50, Max knows, of course, that you've been involved in boxing now for a few years. Do you still find that you're getting looked at sideways by people in the boxing community and that people think, well, maybe he doesn't really know the sport, or you feel like you're still trying to prove yourself as maybe you have in other industries when it comes to your love and promotion of boxing now?
Yeah, I think anything new like that I actually approach, I receive resistance in it. Like even in actual music culture, like it took a while for me to gain momentum and for people to respect what I did, and then I find myself in the peak position where you accomplish everything that you can actually accomplish in that actual area. So I still have passion for music, but I know that my next CD ain't gonna sell 13 million records.
Rap tycoon, 100 mil by June.
Yeah, I'll get the money, but it just won't actually see the numbers on the sound scan that you saw in the past because it's just impossible to do it. Like, we consume it differently. The general public it's just an evolution. It went from the 8-track tape to cassette tape to DVD to MP3. So it's a whole different, the process. It's just different the way people actually see it. A lot of times we see things for the first time. On the 8-inch screen.
This is what everyone wants to know. Fitty, this is what everyone wants to know. Everyone who follows boxing and follows you and Floyd, everyone wants to know what happened. Like, you guys were very close. What happened?
Yeah, we still have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? We don't communicate with each other as much, and it's back to the way it was in the very beginning.
So you patched it up a little.
You can get too close or too involved in areas that people are vulnerable in, and then they don't want you there. Like, it's not actually Floyd. It's other people around that don't want me that involved in his business. Because then if you learn your way around the graveyard, you're going to start figuring out where the bodies are buried.
Right. In other words, things like TMT the money team promotions and all this that Floyd hasn't they don't have their promoter's license. They go through Golden Boy. Floyd is often used to leverage TV dates, etc., and he doesn't directly participate in those kind of things. And when you make him aware of those sorts of things, you're met with resistance.
Right. Or if like him not having any relationships with the sponsorships. Mm-hmm. So if he wanted to go into business without him later, it's impossible.
Right. And so there were those around Floyd who felt that was a threat.
Well, yeah. Because it's a comfortable regimen of the way things work now, and it would mean a shift and changing a lot of things around.
Do you understand that from Floyd's point of view? Like, man, all I know is I'm making $35 million every time I turn around. I don't want to rock the boat, sort of thing.
And it doesn't matter. Like, I get that too. But if he actually asked me to help him in that area.
He asked you. You're saying.
If you ask for my assistance and then you go away. After he went to jail, like that experience, that really bothered Floyd. Like it a lot more than what I've seen in the past. Because like 90-day period, you can get that for having too much fun and going home from the party. Mm-hmm. Twice you get pulled over twice, coming home from the parties, and you got DWI that gives you 90 days. Mm-hmm. And that, like, for those circumstances, like it was dramatic. It was really intense for him. So when he came back, he made his decisions, and I continued to do what I do because I had already invested in acquired fighters during the period that he was incarcerated.
And put on a nice show with Billy Dibb the first time, by the way. That was a hell of a card.
Yeah, it's a good show. They actually requested the Billy fight on this actual card July 5th in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. Fiddy, are you surprised?
He's actually in a IBF a position where he's going to fight an eliminator and have rematch clauses in his contract. So whether Gradovich wins the fight that he's fighting on the 27th or not, Billy's next fight is a title shot. Fighting for the title again.
Fiddy, Floyd Mayweather as well as anybody out there, not in his family, but are you surprised that Floyd has chosen to take on a tough fight in Canelo Alvarez, or do you think it's going to be a tough fight?
Floyd is going to kill Canelo.
Really? Give him a boxing lesson? Knock him out? What?
He's going to go to work. Like, you know what happens? Whether you're upset or not, you got to accept he is who he is. Mm-hmm. It's not time yet. Like, it's not going to be. He's not going to just fall apart out there. Like, like a lot of times he's going to meet somebody. If that's why you got to make adjustments within your actual lifestyle, because it can't be fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. He has to reach that point where he see the opportunity to hit you, but the punch just get there too late. Physically time or put him in a position where he can't do what he can do right now, but he's still the best fighter out there right now.
Yeah, that's correct, by the way, in my opinion.
But we see Floyd, of course, on the All Access and the 24/7s, just throwing money around like crazy. I mean, you know him. Is he going to be filthy rich when he retires and walks away from boxing?
Look, I love Floyd. That's my little brother. You know what I mean? But he is accustomed to an unsustainable lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So you got to make some adjustments. That's all. He can be rich forever. He's making enough money to be rich forever. But you have to adjust in order to hold on to it. Like you throw away a lot of money when you get ready to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's no amount that you could place that can't go. The only thing that comes, they definitely don't have an instruction pamphlet is money.
You seem to know your way around it pretty good.
Well, I'm a little more conscious because I've been blessed with the opportunity to not have money longer.
If you see it as an opportunity, let me ask you this:
he's been well off and in a great financial space since '97. Like,
right?
I didn't start having money till 2003.
Right. Let me ask, and you also have a gift for it. I mean, you're gifted in the area of business and handling your money, obviously, because you wouldn't be making a fortune in so many enterprises if that weren't the case.